This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 25. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh, for the Lord shall be thy confidence and shall keep thy foot from being taken. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakwadash. Double honor to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect that's out here laboring in all truth and sincerity. To USA Shalom. This is the brother Amwan Ariyah from GMS Charlotte, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakwadash. And pretty much in this lesson, I wanted to speak on how the so-called UFOs, which we know are the chariots of the Lord, has Esau Edom shook, okay? Because what they are beginning to admit is that they are severely outclassed when it comes to the Lord and his army, all right? Now, this devil and his pride is trying to take control of the narrative, but as we've been seeing these videos come out of late, all right, he is revealing that the technology that the Lord is coming with, they have no answers for it, man. All right, so this upcoming war with the sun, Yahweh Shai, all right, is going to end badly for them, man. Okay, because what we see these devils trying to do, all right, with this whole talk of the aliens coming out, like I said, they're trying to control the narrative, so that they can pretty much, spin public perception in their favor to make it seem like they actually have a fighting chance. But what is being found out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, excuse me, that these devils are terrified. Okay, so before I go into the video that you see on the other side of the screen, all right, I'm gonna bring the scripture out again. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 25. It says, "Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh, for the Lord shall be thy confidence and shall keep thy foot from being taken." And why am I bringing this out? Because the whole thing with these chariot sightings, and the talk of so-called aliens, which we know there's no such thing as aliens, because the one that's piloting them ships are actually our brothers, man. Those are angels that are inside those so-called UFOs, or what they call UAPs, which are really the chariots of the Most High. All right, those are the signals of the destruction of the wicked. All right, so the whole talk of aliens is really to put fear in on the unknown and the unsuspecting that don't understand what's going on. But we, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, know that the chariots are here for our benefit, man. Those are the form of our salvation. Okay, so when we start to see, all right, these chariots manifest themselves more and more, as we have been seeing, all right, and you start seeing, Esau trying to, attack them and being destroyed, and eventually when the Most High returns with the angels, okay, the Lord told us not to be afraid of it, because we know that is our ticket out of here, man. That is the avenue of how the Lord is going to destroy these devils, man. Okay, so let me get this quick precept in Jeremiah chapter 10 and 1. Hear ye the word of the Lord, Saki, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. And the Lord told us not to be dismayed at the signs of heaven because, hey, these ships that we are seeing more and more of, they're starting to report on, those are our ticket out of here. And what, we have, been seeing is that Esau is, withholding a lot more than what he's actually seeing, man. Okay? Because we got different videos like the one I'm about to play showing you that they know what these chariots are capable of, and they are terrified, man. All right? This is why, like I said, you're trying to hear them spin the narrative to make it seem like, everything is under control, like the people have nothing to fear. But no, you devils are in for a world of hurt when the Lord brings back his armada, man. Okay? So with that being said, the angels are revealing themselves more and more to give hope unto the elect that look, we have a way out, and that we our help is greater than what the enemy has, man. All right, so we're not to be afraid of these chariot sightings, man, and we know that Esau Edom is going to try to spin it in his favor as well, because they have their so-called drones. All right, they have things such as Project Bluebeam that they're going to try to you know fool the masses. But we through the spirit already know what's up, man. So we're not going to be taken by that, man. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started, man.
And this is for any one of you, based off of each of your experiences and observations. Do you believe UAPs pose a potential threat to our national security?
Yes, and here's why. The technology that we faced was far superior than anything that we had, and you could put that anywhere. If you had one, you captured one, you reverse engineered it, you got it to work, you're talking something that can go into space, go someplace, drop down in a matter of seconds, do whatever it wants, and leave, and there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing.
Okay. You two?
Well, I would also like.
As you can hear, it said they can't do nothing against the power that the Lord is bringing, man, because these chariots possess technology that far surpasses, all right, the capability of the human mind, all right, because this is the power of the heavens that we're dealing with, man, all right, which is why Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is to be feared, man. Okay, let me get a quick precept, touching on what I just said. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 145, and I'm going to start at 1. I will extol thee, my power, O King. I will bless thy name forever and ever. Every day will I bless thee, and I will praise thy name forever. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable. All right, because you can't explain the majesty of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. His powers go beyond human reasoning. All right, that's why the scriptures tell you there is nothing impossible with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and these devils are coming to that realization. This is why you heard this devil speak on, yes, the UAPs are a threat, because they have no means of, countering the abilities that the chariots possess, man. Okay? It says, I will speak of the glorious honor of my majesty and of thy wonderful works. And men, it's like I skipped verse 4. One generation shall, well, that's pretty the point. That's pretty much the point. Verse 3. All right? It says, great is the Lord and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable. Okay? Actually, I'll keep going. It says, one generation shall pass thy works to another, and shall declare thy mighty acts. I will speak of the glorious honor of thy majesty and thy wonderful works. Because when we see the examples that the Lord, shows us in the scriptures, just dealing with the power of the chariots, this further proves that what these devils know, all right, how they're withholding information. All right, because we read through the scriptures what the angels were capable of in those ships, man. Case in point, what happened to the Egyptians, all right, when we was getting exile, or it's like when we was getting exodus out of Egypt, okay? How the Lord sent the chariot to be a pillar of fire by day. It gave us light by night, if I, said that correctly. The Lord, used the chariot pretty much keep the Egyptians at bay to where they couldn't get close to us. They were able to beam up men. They're able to pretty much operate off the mind of the angels, man. So the technology that these chariots possess are powered by the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and these devils can't explain it. And just show some more videos to show you this. All right, let you know these devils know this. Continue on.
These craft could do things that the Russians could not. One of the incidents was an ICBM base in the Ukraine. Colonel Sokolov says that a giant UFO appeared over this base. These are missiles that are trained to go to New York and Los Angeles. They're very serious stuff there. It's a very secure facility. Giant UFO appears over this base. it splits into pieces, and then it melds back apart, and it performs this dazzling display for a couple of hours. That base is on high alert, and all of a sudden the nuclear control facilities lights up like a Christmas tree, and whatever this thing was, it entered the launch control codes. The missiles were enabled, they start firing up, they're ready to go, and then poof, UFO goes away, the whole thing shuts down, it goes back to normal. Colonel Sokolov said he and his team sent there to investigate it. They took the machines apart, could not figure out what it had done, and he told me on camera, we think that they were sending us a message that these are your most powerful weapons, but we're not impressed. Same kind of thing happened here.
So the angels are fucking with these devils, man. All right, and these sightings that you're seeing them, talk about more and more is just showing you how Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in the midst. All right, and he is sending the angels to pretty much do a reconnaissance to see what is all taking place. All right, and he's showing these devils that their weapons, their technology, it vastly fails in comparison to what the Lord is bringing. All right, and this is why these devils are afraid, man. Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the good and the evil. Right, and we're starting to see more and more. All right, every year we say this, and it increases more. That the angels are manifesting themselves to where it's obvious, to the point to where Esau had no choice but to declassify the information on the so-called UFOs, which they changed to UAPs. All right. The pilots that were in the Air Force, they're now coming out, they're speaking out. Different government officials are bringing out the information. So we all see that this thing is getting hot, man, because this is proof that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is making moves, man, and it's starting with the angels showing themselves and messing with Esau, man. All right, because like I said, man, Esau is left with no answers to how to counteract what the chariots are doing to him. All right. As you heard this Edomite go into, the angels are going over to these military bases and activating your nuke and then shutting it down to where he's showing you, like, look, your greatest weapon ain't shit compared to what we can do. All right. And as you heard, the first Edomite go into.
This is for any one of you. Based off of each of your experiences and observations, do you believe UAPs pose a potential threat to our national security?
Yes, and here's why. The technology that we faced was far superior than anything that we had, and you could put that anywhere. If you had one, you captured one, you reverse engineered it, you got it to work, you're talking something that can go into space, go someplace, drop down in a matter of seconds, do whatever it wants, and leave. And there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing.
Okay. You two?
Well, I would also like...
Nothing that they can do against the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Hey, these chariots, they're amazing, man. All right? Because, like I said, they're the manifestation of the majesty of the Lord. All right? They're able to pretty much go at speeds, that these pilots can't even hope to go to. And on the drop of a dime, change directions. All right, fall from a great speed, just stop, go however they want, man. They can, go into the water without breaking, their rank, go breaking their speed, come back up, float, They got videos of these chariots going in and out of portals, absorbing energy from the sun. I can go on and on, man, but these things are just what they're showing you. So how much more, what is being withheld from the public, man? All right. And like I said, this video that's been shown. Esau can't touch the angels, man. I hear this, they're shooting at him. All these bullets, all these missiles getting shot, and then the chariot just weaving through it like a video game, man. So it's not just the Edomites that are afraid, it's all these heathen. All right? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is visiting all these heathen. But the greatest chariot sightings are here in Babylon the Great, because this is known as the house of the thief, man. All right. chariots are fucking with these heathen, man. Okay? This is Zechariah chapter 5 and 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Okay? So Zechariah beheld a big ship. Now, for context, I'm going to pull it up on my other phone in the NLT so you can get the current measurements. All right, so according to the NLT verse 2, it says, What do you see? The angel asked. I see a flying scroll. I replied, It appears to be about 30 feet long and 15 feet wide. And that's a huge ship, but hey, that is small compared to other ships that have been noted to be seen, you know, especially when it came to NASA. All right, we had that happen about a year or two ago, where NASA spotted this huge ship. They said it was about 25 times the size of the Earth, and it was heading towards Earth. Okay, they got in the chariots can pretty much change their size at will. Okay, they can become small, they can become huge, man. So that's another reason why Esau is afraid of these things, man. They can't explain the capabilities of what these ships are capable of, man. Okay? So back in verse 3 in the King James, it says, Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth, because it's a curse unto all the wicked, because that's the signal of their destruction. Because the chariots, all right, they're going to come for two purposes: to deliver the elect and to help destroy the wicked, man. All right? For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. So all you wicked people are going to be, cut down by these ships alongside the ICBM nuclear missiles that's going to bring the destruction to this place, man. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. And like I said, this is America, the house of the thief, because the Israelites who were stolen, all right, from my dwelling place over in the west coast of Africa, all right, and we were brought over here to serve out captivity until this day, all right. And this is how we know that Esau Edom is the one that's ruling over here, because it tells you, all right, he that stealeth a man. Let me see if I can get that real quick. It said Exodus. Exodus 21 and 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, and is that not the history of America? All right. The northern and southern kingdom being brought over here into captivity and sold on auction blocks. It says, or if he be found in his hand, and are we not still in the hand of our enemies until this day? He shall surely be put to death. And that's why the angels are here, pretty much witnessing all the evil things that are being done to the Lord's people here. All right. Because like I said, the angels are pretty much performing reconnaissance. All right. And relaying everything that they're seeing back to the Heavenly Father. All right. So when these angels come back with Yahushua, all right, the destruction will be completely warranted. And this is why these devils are in terrible fear. This is why they created the sixth branch of their military known as the Space Force, because they knew that Yahushua is returning with the angels, man. So I'm going to read this again, Zechariah 5 and 4. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof, because at those laser beams that's going to come out of those ships are going to decimate, all right, Babylon and you wicked people. As I said, it's going to be like that movie War of the Worlds, man. All right, you're going to be turned back into the elements, man. All right. So that's what these devils are expecting to come. So they know that a war is coming, all right, but they actually are choosing to go forward with it. Number one, because the Lord is putting the spirit on them to do this, but also two, because they know that Yahweh Shai is about to put the smack down on them, man. All right. Let me see. I thought it was in Daniel. Bear with me. I believe this is Daniel 8. Okay, Daniel 8 and 25, but I think it was one more. Let me see. Revelation. Yeah, so I'll just do the Daniel 8. Daniel 8 and 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. He shall magnify himself in his heart. And that's what he has done. All right, because he's trying to establish himself as God on the earth. All right. It says, and by peace shall he destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but shall be broken without hand. And that's what's going to ultimately happen to these devils. All right, they're trying to declare war on Yahweh Shai, or Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and the Lord is going to break them without hand because they know what the Lord is returning to do. All right. You know, it was a, wish we could still put that video up. It was a video the elder here in Charlotte, Elder Ashiar, you know, put out a video like a while back, pretty much detailing how the elites are doing everything that we see because they're trying to force Yahweh Shai to come back so they can fight against him and in their mind, you know, destroy him. But they're only hastening to their destruction, man. All right? Because like we said, man, when NASA saw that huge ship making its way towards Earth, they had to cut the live feed because, hey, NASA has a 24-hour live feed of just what they're looking at in space. And they saw that giant ship, all right, coming towards Earth, man. And they had to cut the feed. And hey, who knows what else they seen that they haven't showed, man. But we know that these devils are terrified, man. Okay? This is Revelation chapter 1 and 7. Because that giant ship very well could be Yahweh Shai, man. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so among. Right. Because that ship they detailed, they said, if I had the measurements correctly, it said it's about 25 times bigger than the earth. And when Yahweh Shai makes that grand return, when he cracks the clouds, it says that every eye shall see him because that chariot is going to black out the sun. It's going to black out the sky, man. Because he's coming back in that huge fathership. And it says, behold, he coming with clouds. All right. Because his backup, which is the chariots, all right, they're coming with him as well. Because the thing you would do in ancient war times, when the king would declare war on another nation or another king, he would pull up with his whole army, all right, to show you the power that he was coming with, man. All right. And that's, essentially what Yahweh Shai is doing because, hey, truthfully, all Yahweh Shai really needs to do is just come himself. He doesn't need the angels to help him. But he's bringing the whole, the whole army because that's going to magnify the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to show you devils that you are vastly outclassed, outmatched, and underpowered, man. Okay? You have nothing against what Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is able to do, man. All right? Because like I said, man, he's really doing this to flex on you devils, man. All right? What's that scripture? James 5. Okay, this is James 5 and 4. It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, cry up. And that's talking about us Israelites that are in slavery under you devils, man. The Lord is hearing our cry. That's why he's sending back Yahweh Shai to deliver the elect. It says, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, which the Lord of Sabaoth is talking about the Lord of armies. That's why when Yahushua returns, he's coming back, all right, deep as fuck. Because he's going to show you on the gap of power that's between you devils and the Most High, man. Okay? So these devils know that war in heaven is approaching, man. All right? And they are terrified. This is why they have the AI, the robots, the exoskeleton suits, the drones. They have all this technology because they think that they have the slightest of chance of overtaking Yahushua and the angels. But hey, you're gravely mistaken, you devils, man. All right. Isaiah 63:1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Right. And this is speaking on Yahushua, man. All right. Because it says, who cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Because that's going to that's pretty much, showing you that Yahushua is coming back to destroy you devils, man. You so-called white people. All right. And it says that is that this that is glorious in his apparel. All right. Because he's coming back, as the scriptures say, he's not going to meet you as a man. All right. He met you Romans as a man. But he's coming back this time in that angelic body. It says traveling in the greatness of his strength, because he's coming back with the whole armada behind him, man. All right. The host of heavens. It says, I speak that in righteousness, mighty to save, because like I said, the chariots, Yahushua and the chariots are coming back to destroy and to deliver, man. Okay? Wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth from the wine fat, because that's symbolic. Matter of fact, I'll keep going. It says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of that people there was none. All right, with me, because Yahushua is going to destroy you devils single-handedly. All right, without spot. Okay, because he's not going to actually get off the ship and be slaying people, but the amount of blood that he's going to shed through the that giant laser beam that's going to take place and just going to be zapping you people to powder. That's going to show you that, hey, Yahushua is gonna be, viewed as unfuckwittable in that day, man. All right, because he doesn't need anybody to help him take you devils down. He has the power to do it all on his own. Okay, it says, for I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments. I will stain on my raiment, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemer is come. Because as we read earlier in Revelation 1:7, it says, he cometh with clouds, and all eyes shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so among. Because hey, those that pierced him, those were two Edomites, all right, Roman, who were called themselves Romans back then. They're back today. Not saying that they're thousands of years old. No, they're reincarnated in the earth today, so that Yahushua can personally get their revenge, or get his revenge against those devils, whoever they may be. All right, but against all Edom is the Lord going to enact his anger upon, man. All right, and this is why we bring this out to show you. You have nothing to fear if you're of the elect when it comes to these chariot sightings, man, because those are symbols of our salvation, man. All right, and those are going to be the ticket to how we're going to see this devil getting taken out of power, man. All right, because like I said, man, these devils know that a war is coming against them. All right, it says Revelation 12:7, and there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon against his angels, because the archangel Michael, he is the leader of all the angels under Yahushua, and like I say, they're going to make war, all right, with the dragon, which the dragon is you Edomites and your armies, man. Okay, it says, and the dragon fought against his angels and prevailed not, neither was their place found anymore in heaven, because the Lord is going to completely wipe them out. All right, it's going to be a slaughterhouse. All right, not one chariot is going to be shot down. Not one chariot is even going to get scratched. It's going to be a straight up massacre on you devils, man, because this is how Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has written the story for you devils to go out. All right, so like I said, The angels are coming to destroy you devils, but they're also coming to deliver and defend us against this devil, man. Because we see the technology that he's coming with to come against us. All right, the Lord told us not to fear. Let me get that real quick. Because he's with us, man. All right. Isaiah 41:13. For I, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. And Yahushua, all right, he is the right hand that is here to protect us, man. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, save the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Okay, the Lord said he's going to help us. All right, and part of that help is the chariots, man. So we're seeing these chariot sightings. That should be a faith booster unto you, because we know what these chariots are here to do. All right, Isaiah 31:5. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also he will deliver it, and passing over he will preserve it. Right, because the elect of the nation of Israel, all right, we're going to be, Lord willing, we're of that number. All right, we will be, delivered from the hands of our enemies, man. Whatever this devil, has planned to try to destroy us with, the Lord's going to save us from it, man. All right, and these chariots are going to be with us in that day, man. All right, because like I said, man, hey, when you go into the history, the chariots always reveal themselves, all right, to show that, hey, we always had help. All right, no matter how bleak it looked for us, we always had help, man. All right, and so just as these devils are starting to see these chariots too, all right, they're becoming afraid, because they know that the Lord is still with his people. All right, it's just with the elect. Okay, this is 2 Maccabees chapter 10, verse 28. It says, now the sun being newly risen, they joined both together, the one part having together with their virtue their refuge also unto the Lord for a pledge of their success and victory, the other side making their rage leader of their battle. Right, so you had, Israel fighting, okay, with the Edomites, man. All right, so they're in the middle of battle. It says, but when the battle waxed strong, there appeared unto the enemies from heaven 5 comely men upon horses with bridles of gold, and 2 of them led the Jews, and took Maccabeus betwixt them, and covered him on every side weapons, and kept him safe, but shot arrows and lightnings against the enemies, so that they, being confounded with blindness and full of trouble, they were killed. Right, so the angels appeared and helped, the Maccabees, man. Helped the Israelites against, our fight against the Edomites, man. All right, so the angels are going to step in again, because as I said, man, all right, Michael and his angels are going to fight against the dragon. All right, and you devils, all right, you're not going to be able to withstand the onslaught that the Lord has coming against you, man. All right, so us knowing this, all right, we should find solace in knowing that our help is here. It's always been here, man. All right, we just have to have the eyes to be able to see it, man. Okay, which is why the Lord is revealing to us more and more these chariot sightings. So when we see news, all right, such as what we've been seeing as of late, man, and you should be, praising the Lord even more, because that lets us know that our help is here, man. All right. 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 14. Therefore sent he hither horses and chariots and a great host, and they came by night and compassed the city about. All right. So in this instance, man, all right, Elisha and his servant, they were surrounded by the enemy. And when the servant of the man of the Most High was risen early and gone forth, behold, an host compassed the city both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, alas, my master, what shall we do? Right. So Elisha's servant became fearful, because they saw the overwhelming army that was, surrounding them. And Elisha, and he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. Right. So, hey, the help that we have is far greater than what the enemy has, man. Okay. So the chariots, like I said, they're among us as we speak. Okay. That's why every so often the Lord will reveal a chariot to you, All right, to boost your faith, man. Okay. Verse 17. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. So they were actually surrounded by chariots, man. So this is why Elisha wasn't afraid, because he saw and he believed in the help that the Lord brought for them, man. But he had to pray for his servant to be able to see it. All right. And when he had his eyes open, he witnessed that, look, there were chariots everywhere, man. Far outnumbering, all right, the armies of the enemy, man. And that's what we have to understand now. All right. Because look, the Lord is with us, man. All right. And we will be delivered from our enemies, Lord willing. We're of the elect, man. Okay. And these devils they're gonna go down bad, man. All right. Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. All right. So the Lord is coming back with the angels to destroy all the wicked, all of our enemies, man. It says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right. And the slain of the Lord is going to be many. All right. A lot of you wicked ass people, starting with you devils, and you heathen and 2/3 of the nation of Israel, you're going to be destroyed when the Lord returns with the angels, man. Okay. And this is, like I said, this is why Esau is afraid, man. He knows what's coming down the pipe for them, man. All right. This is 2 Ezra 13 and 1. And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamt a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, and it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Right. And this is talking about when Yahushua returns during the midst of World War III. All right. When he cracks those clouds, and they all will look up in the sky and see that giant fathership appearing, all will be terrified. All right. Because that's the beginning of their downfall, man. Verse 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filled the fire. Right. So that Independence Day scene, this is what they're speaking on, man. That voice is talking about that concentrated fire that's going to come out the chariot, that's going to melt all those that will be part of it, man. All right. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. All right. And that's all the nations fighting World War III. That's going to turn from fighting each other and turn to fight against Yahweh by Shem Yahushua and the angels, man. It says, and I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen the regional place whereof the hill was graven, and I could not, because this ship that Yahushua is going to return in is going to be so big that you ain't going to be able to see where it starts and where it ends, man. Like I said, it's going to cover the whole sky. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight, because the Lord is going to put the spirit on you heathen, all right, to fight against, and you all those that's in that land, all right, you Jakes included that were drafted, all you are going to turn from fighting each other and try to fight against Yahushua and the angels and be destroyed. It says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So that vision that Ezra seen of Yahushua destroying all those over there in the valley of Yahushua, all right, that's what's actually taking place. And these devils know this because they read this book, all right. They know their future, okay. But hey, we understand through the spirit that, look, man, This is why, hey, we should be rejoicing seeing these devils, scrambling like this, man. I'm gonna play this video one more time, man.
This is for any one of you. Based off of each of your experiences and observations, do you believe UAPs pose a potential threat to our national security?
Yes, and here's why. The technology that we faced was far superior than anything that we had, and you could put that anywhere. If you had one, you captured one, you reverse engineered it, you got it to work, you're talking something that can go into space, go someplace, drop down in a matter of seconds, do whatever it wants, and leave, and there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Well, I would also like
Nothing they could do about it. And these devils are afraid. All right? But you brethren and you sisters, man, hey, you should be rejoicing. Because, hey, our salvation draweth nigh. Okay? So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm going to end it right here. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makar Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time I say shalom.